Hi everyone and welcome to this second unit about Matomo Analytics. In today's session we are going to define what is Matomo Analytics. So first of all, just to let you know that Matomo has been created by a French person in 2007 named Mathieu Aubry from the frustration that there were no alternative to Google Analytics, who is currently the main player within the analytics world. Matomo Analytics is installed already on more than 1 million websites around the world, internet websites and mobile apps, and as well it's available in more than 50 languages. Those translations are coming from volunteers around the world as well. It's an open digital analytics platform, and that's what it's mainly famous for. It's a free software under the GPL v3 license. In order to check that out, you can see that directly within GitHub. So this is what you can see up here, right? You have Matomo on GitHub, and if you click over here, you will have the condition of the GPL v3 license, and the permissions are the following one. You are free to use Matomo for commercial use, you are free to modify the source code of Matomo, you are free to redistribute it, you are free to use the patent, and you are free as well to use it as a private use. As well, just to let you know that Matomo can be extended thanks to the use of premium features and features in general, and you will find all those features at the marketplace that you can see down below, and you can extend the use of Matomo thanks to all those different features. And if you would like to try Matomo already without creating any account, you can just access to demo.matomo.org, which is the public version of Matomo Analytics. So that's about Matomo Analytics. Let's now define the mission of Matomo Analytics. So this is to provide to the whole world as a community the leading open source platform in terms of analytics. How does it work? Well, first of all, you need to download the solution and you need to install it on your own server. Then you need to configure it. Then you need to collect the data. Then the data need to be processed, and then you need to, let's say, read the report in order to take some decisions. So regarding the installation, what you need to do is to download the package directly from matomo.org and to install it on your server. So mainly through SSH, you will transfer all the installation file on your server, and then you will create as well a MySQL database in order for the data to be hosted by Matomo. Then regarding the configuration part, your administrator system will define within the config.ini.php file or within the backend of Matomo the different settings in order for your server to handle all the requests which are made to Matomo. Then you will need to install and set the tracking code on every pages or any interaction that you would like to measure with Matomo Analytics. This code can be a JavaScript code, but it can be as well a Pixel, or can be any other programming language you feel comfortable with, and of course your project can handle. Then the fourth part is about processing the data. So every time that you as a user are requesting some report from the UI of Matomo, just to let you know that there are some calculations which are made from the database, and in the same way, every time that a visitor is coming on your website, there's the tracking code which is collecting some data, sending them to the database, and those data are then processed in order to make the reports available within Matomo. And the last part is about the reporting. So it's every query which are made by the Matomo user every time that you want to get information about some specific reports. How do you use Matomo on a day-to-day basis? Well, the main important thing to know is that Matomo is used in order to set goals and to measure if those goals are accomplished on your website or your web app. Then you use Matomo in order to focus on one metric or a couple of key performance indicator, and then you use Matomo as well in order to collect the data which are required by your stakeholder or your communication or marketing team, then you use it in order to monitor the performances of your website, and as well in order to investigate some specific issue in particular, such as an increase, for example, of not found pages on your website. How does Matomo compare to Google Analytics, who is the main player in the digital analytics world? Well, let's say first of all, this is an open source analytics platform. So it means that at any time you have the possibility to modify the source code, and as well you own the source code, and you are free, as I mentioned before, to even resell the software in itself. Then as well, you can, if you are not happy with some feature, you can even improve those feature and even create your own feature thanks to the possibility to create some plugin. Matomo as well has the reputation to be an easy to handle platform, which means that you can access to your data in just a couple of clicks to access to the report that you would like to get some information from. And as well, Matomo can be configured in order to collect all the data, okay, according to your server configuration and the configuration that your administrator system will define within Matomo. You can collect all the data without any sampling. And as well, just to let you know that as Matomo Analytics is your own platform, it's very privacy compliant, and you can even measure some personal data as far as you respect the law, of course. And that's it for this training unit. I really hope that actually it helps you understand a little bit more what is Matomo Analytics. And now we're going to see just one exercise that I would like you to follow in order to easily validate what you learned in this training. So the exercise is the following one. Try to explain to someone who is not IT literate at all what is Matomo Analytics and how it differs from any other analytics platform. Thank you for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video.